Open up this asshole and get ready to go for the trash mess drama. Yeah, we're fully live, mama.
Piss the fuck off because of your life.
I'm bored. It's still very dry down there.
I can't grow up. I'm just Al.
I'm not buying what they're selling.
Oh, there you are, sweet baby angel, and here I am. Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, and welcome to After MAFS. We are live. Just after another episode, what is it, 14? Oh, geez, we're almost halfway. Will he make it through the entire season? And no, I'm not talking about Jesse, I'm talking about me. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's turn on the chat so we can say hi to all of the sweet baby angels who are here. I don't know if a lot of you have seen the fun comments that we've been getting. The more popularity the channel gets, the more trolling and abuse and stuff, which is always fun. But there was a guy, I think it was a guy's name, and he said, "Yuck, stop calling us sweet baby angels." Oh, I think he deleted the message because I can't see it now. I wanted to screenshot it. Hello, Christy. I did want to screenshot it and share it. Hey, Elle. But it disappeared, and I also just wanted to say, yuck, stop watching. If you don't want to be called an SBA, this channel isn't for you, and nobody is fucking forcing you to watch it, okay? Hey, Claire. Claire Belair. Hello, Twinkie, which is Ruth. All right, we are ready to get... Hey, Jody. We're ready to get into all the trash, mess, and drama. Where should I start? Let's scroll up here and let me figure out what I'm going to talk about first. Okay, Memo Me's on the way.
Memo me!
At the end of the episode.
Memo me!
Yes. Also, a special guest. If you're a Patreon Sweet Baby Angel, you'll know exactly who that special guest is. You would have seen just a small little bit of the special guest who will be joining us a little bit later in the episode, which is very exciting. In fact, since this special guest came on the show the first time, I don't think I've ever had more requests for for a guest to return, and then more anger that she hadn't returned. Anyway, the guest, who could it be? Will be joining before the episode has ended. As always, make sure you like. It's not Dill. It's not Dill. I don't think he's been in the show much. You know, I haven't been looking in the drawer to see how he is, but I don't think he's been in the show much. We're going to get to episode 14, which is a couple of new weddings. Oh, what should I say thank you first? Oh, Sue from WA. Huge thank you for a direct donation. There is a link in the top of the chat. Sue did that last night. Also, Jody, who has donated. Your donations are really, really appreciated, and they mean the world.
Super chat.
Also, super chat. Anytime you like. I saw someone said SBA is a way of life. And I agree. Salt, who knows? Wait. Who knows? Anyway, Memo Me's, all of that coming up. Special guest. Oh, and there's a poll. God, shit, there's so much happening. Will Jesse and Claire make it after the scandal? Because we didn't only just get receipts, we got the actual perpetrator, one of them, with their mouth, the same mouth that did the scandal, telling us about the scandal, which is... It's not always the best way to get it when they come clean, but I do love some scandals. I wasn't so... God, my headphones give me the shits. I wasn't so stoked that Jesse was right about anything. But anyway, let's get into the weddings, and let's start with Hugo and Taylor first. The Tassie nurse and the account exec who has Labrador energy, but also the same name as a goat that she had. This seems straight up to me like a bad match, sweet baby angel, but maybe they'll go full Mel and Leighton and surprise me. I highly doubt it. She did seem quite happy with his vows, but in her chat with Long John, it seems that she is the queen of just tearing people down. I think the way that she put it was Taylor's way, I think.
I'm Taylor, I'm 27 and I'm a nurse. I would definitely say that it is Taylor's way or the highway. I cannot
name of her new
negotiate on
podcast.
the littlest of things. I'm not happy if I don't get my way. My control is quite extreme at times. It can be from what we have for dinner. It has to be my way. I don't compromise. It's a problem for me. I cannot negotiate with even the smallest of things. So, yeah, it's hard. I think because it gets to the point where I have broken someone and they lose their power, I think I really take away everything they have to offer. And I think that's really awful.
Yeah. I just rip someone apart, tear them down to their core, and make sure that they don't resemble who they were before they met me. That's not nice, is it? But I'm going to come on MAFS and I'm probably going to do the same thing.
Anyway, that's Taylor, and they've matched Taylor with Hugo, which just seems like the weirdest choice. Now, okay, I'm not being mean. This is not me being mean. This is me just being factual, right? I don't think Hugo has the looks, not that he's an unattractive man. I don't think he has the amount of looks that he needs for her to appreciate. You know who would be a great match? The guy that we just ditched, Shannon, in the bin boy, with, oh, geez, I should have done a graphic of them together. I know her fake tan isn't as shoddy as his, but I think they should definitely be matched together because then they could just have a fun time trying to tear each other apart. So, got the groom's names wrong in your memo, mate. It's fine. I get them. It's fine. I get them wrong all the time. Anyway, so that's the first wedding. Look, we didn't get to see much from the families. She had a full-on conniption in the limo, and then as soon as she was told that they were 2 minutes away, the edible kicked in and she was absolutely fine. Hey, Donna Daffy. I'm very confused. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think of this one. It doesn't seem like a good match. Speaking of not good matches, let's go to the next one. Maybe this could work eventually. I don't know what really happened, but let's look at Evelyn first. It's hard to look at her for too long because she's so beautiful. Am I straight now? I don't know. And she's been paired with a guy who, in his confessional, his pieces to camera stuff, he could structure a sentence. I could string one together, fine. And now, and now he gets to the wedding and he couldn't say shit. He just couldn't say shit. I don't know if they were really playing it up. Remember the crisp white wall lady? They made it sound like she never said anything, but it turns out she actually was really funny and chatty, and I've had a lot of people tell me that, in the months past the season aired. But this guy seemed to not be able to say any of the words properly. It was very confusing. Even when she said, "Do you want to ask me some questions?" he was like, "Nah. Should we go?" I just don't I get it. And I understand, Nicholas, I agree with you that being nervous at the altar, that would be just, oh my goodness, I couldn't imagine. You're marrying a stranger, you don't know anything. You've just had this awkward interaction with her parents. The way that her mum was looking at him, she couldn't believe it. And the dad thought he was just like giving best man energy at best. So it was just really interesting that he never really recovered as far as the edit went. But maybe he'll shock us. I'm not going to hold my breath. Both of those don't seem great to me. But anyway, what do I know? I'm not an expert. Let's get to the big thing, which is the scandal. The scandal. First, actually, I need to show the bit where it was all revealed to us. And it was a bit anticlimactic because we all it's like too many spoilers this year. We all just knew it was coming.
I feel so guilty. He doesn't know the truth. I'm carrying this big secret. I just can't hold it. I couldn't hold it in.
So you know that night that we went out all together, Adam and I, we kissed. I know, it's so wrong of me. I can't believe I've done this. I'm such an idiot.
It's disrespected this whole process. It's only fair that I call myself out on my bullshit. I feel really awful for hurting Janelle and for hurting Jesse. If I left here, I would want to leave at least being a hypocrite and not being a liar.
So if it was up to Adam, I don't know if it ever would have come out.
No, he's been messaging me, don't tell anyone.
What?
He's just been saying, like, don't tell anyone.
Stop protecting Adam.
I can't imagine like how he's going to react to this.
She was talking about Jesse there, but I'm actually wondering how Adam's going to react to it because he scares me a bit more than Jesse. I just think he's more calculated, which is always more terrifying, whereas Jesse can't really handle his emotions and acts like a child most of the time. Oh, it's so icky. And if he blows up and runs around the Love Lab Rat Maze in the Sky Suites and acts like a dickhead, then he clearly hasn't learned his lesson that that's probably not the way to go about this. Adam's going to look like a dick no matter what. So you just sit back and go, well, he's a douchebag. And Claire's, done the shit thing. Yeah, good for her coming clean. Donna, I don't necessarily, when they do come clean earlier and we're not waiting for the receipts, I always think, what do they know that they think I've got to get out in front of this? She seems at least genuine-ish, that she feels bad about it. But Adam, number one snake. Yeah, Adam is definitely sketchy. But we knew that from the start when he was like, you know what, that game where we swap phones, how about we don't swap phones? Good. I reckon we kick this one to the curb. Actually, before that, at the wedding, it was super sus when we couldn't understand what he does for a job. How's the competition website going, Hunt? So that's where she revealed to Sandy how she was feeling and what had happened. I feel like a lot of other Love Lab Rats knew about this and it's just not made the narrative so far. But this was really graphic.
It was really hard to sit there and feel happy and excited for someone, feeling really shameful in myself.
I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
I'm so bad.
Oh, yeah. I think we could have left it at the first bit of puke. I think we just could have left it there. I'm a sympathetic spewer and crier. So if I watch someone else cry, it's hard for me not to cry. And if someone else throws up in front of me and I can see it happening, ooh, no good. Yeah, Jordan will absolutely rock up on the next episode. I can't wait for that. You know what I can't wait for? Movie time, where they go to the movies and then they end up they see bits and pieces and their parents get to comment on things. I cannot wait for Jordan's return. Hey, from Fiji. Thank you so much for joining us. So we know the secret. We kind of knew the secret, even though we all wanted the receipts. It didn't come out as messily as I thought it was going to, but Jesse finding out, I was on the edge of my seat because I didn't know what was going to happen.
There's been something that I wanted to talk to you about for a little while. My heart's racing. It would be really unfair of me and wrong of me to call people out on their bad behaviour or their mistakes when I have also not been perfect and I've acted outside of integrity. I've broken your trust. That night that we all went out, Adam and I went outside, we kissed.
Oh, that is classic. I knew it, I just knew, something was so sus with that. Have I got this wrong? Am I, a sensitive, jealous guy? Well, and now I know
yes.
I'm not. My suspicions were absolutely founded. And Adam, bro, what a dog. Cannot wait to see that. Cannot wait to see him. Oh, mate, what a snake. And for you to just kiss this dude after, 30 minutes? So I'm imagining it was more than we had ever had in 3 weeks.
You said you didn't kiss at all, you liars.
I thought you were bringing me out here to call it off, to break up with me. I couldn't have imagined anything worse than that, and then said something worse than that.
See, the cynic in me, and she's always there. She's saying to me that... Yes, my cynic is female. That's how she identifies. She's saying to me that the reason that Claire came forward is actually because way more happened than just the kiss. I think more happened. So, yeah, and I have to say as well, Jesse going, well, me being right about this one thing definitely doesn't make me a jealous, needy, sensitive guy. No, those things are still true, I think. Maybe, Evelyn. Maybe that's what happened. Evelyn. Maybe they said, look, you better own this because so many people know now that if it doesn't happen. Because I heard a rumor that a similar thing was said to old mate Bruce and he just never backed down and just, hoped and prayed that the receipts would never come forward. And when I say receipts, I mean the girl that he was in a relationship with before he went on MAFS, because we all know that's 100% true. So that's pretty much it from the episode. It sucks that she did that to Jesse. But because of all the spoilers and stuff and how everything's played out, it was no surprise that her and Adam did that. And it still doesn't excuse the fact I had a couple of people message me during the episode tonight and go, you see, Wilko, you were wrong about Jesse. I was like, no, I'm not. What I said was it doesn't even matter if it's true. If it is, great, trash, mess, and drama. But it doesn't matter if it's true. None of that excuses his shitty behavior running around being a dickhead in the middle of the night. That doesn't excuse it. Just because someone does something shit to you doesn't mean that you get to be a child. Anyway, let's get on to the media. So that's pretty much it of the episode. Let's get down to the media fallout from last night's big episode, which had a lot of people talking. No surprise that Shannon hasn't been doing the... Where is the hard drive? No surprise that Shannon hasn't been doing the media rounds. But you know who has? Your favourite Disney dad. He's been on the Today Show, and this is what he had to say.
It was difficult. I watched it at home by myself, and I had a little bit of a cry when I saw it. It's difficult to relive those memories. I just thought that the show has its own reputation, but I don't have to feed into that. I can still be my own person. I hope that's what comes across. It was my decision to leave, and I'm thankful to John for allowing me to leave. I think the relationship had moved to the point where it was appropriate to leave. I'd worked very hard at becoming friends with everyone in the experiment, so it wasn't a surprise to me. The only thing I would say is it was disappointing that it didn't show the women also supporting me as well, and they did say quite a number of nice things. It's just unfortunately didn't make the vision.
What are you looking for in a partner? You're
trying to connect with someone on a deeper level, and that was kind of the source of frustration for me, where for me it wasn't just the physicality, like someone to stay up all hours having phone calls with and spending heaps of time with and experiencing life with. That's what I'm looking for.
That's what he's looking for, and he's available, ladies. And also, let me turn this up.
Hey, it's me, Disney Dad, and you may have noticed I got a little bit more ripped, lost a bit of weight. I'm slim and taut now. Hallelujah! And I'm ready. I'm ready for you ladies to come for me. Oh, maybe don't say it like that. Anyway, Mel is in my past. Who knows where Lyndall is? And I'm ready for you. Call Disney Dad now. 1-900-DISNEY.
Sorry about that. Anyway, someone demanded I do the voice, so I did the voice. I'll do anything to get a sweet baby angel donation. So that is Josh and his side, which was really quite restrained in the short couple of minutes that he was on the TV this morning. Shemank, it doesn't mean it's gone. You know me. I'll milk something until it's way past dead. So let's talk about this lady. So you might remember her as Mel, or you might remember her as Sex Mel. What's the name? Sex. What did I call her? Sex Mel Sheen. Oh, I did it. Sex Mel Sheen. I can't even remember. I've completely let it go. Good gig, Logan. So she was on Kyle and Jackie O this morning. She had a slightly different recollection of things. She wanted to talk about and clarify the times that they had been intimate because, well, we do, because we have, it's both sides equal, whoa, Mum. Well, Mum, you're wrong because Mel's going to tell us that she's not an info. Let's talk about the times that they had been intimate. So she had made it seem like they hadn't been intimate at all, and he said, we actually did it just this Friday gone. And this is what she had to say on Kyle and Jackie about that.
Those 2 times, the last time that we were intimate, I wouldn't really say that was hot, heavy, intimate. It was just really sloppy and messy because we remember that week we went in and I took sex off the table. I was like, right, I want to get to know this guy. He's just seeing me as this sex siren, and there's more elements to me, and I could see that they were pushing the sex on him a lot.
It sounds like bad sex, right?
Yeah, it wasn't there was no kissing. It wasn't
No
really
kissing?
No, it was just a very transactional.
That's like having sex with a prostitute.
100%.
Oh, no. Not bad sex. Not for sex, Mel Sheen. That's not what she's programmed to do. So that's her saying that it was just messy and it's not really, sorry, I'm reading some of your comments out of court. It's not really the sex that she's looking for. She wanted kissing. She doesn't want to be treated like Harrison treated Bronte on their first time as a mattress with a hole in it. She does not want that. So they went on to talk about how the real reason Josh got to leave was because Mel made it happen.
I actually said to John, please let him leave. We actually ended up having an argument before that.
Yeah.
And then I was writing leave.
Yeah.
I was like, I have to get out of here. And then after speaking to production or my producer, I was like, oh, well, look, they've given me what I wanted, a nice guy, right? Maybe I have to keep continuing this. With this, everything that I put on my list and everything that Josh put on his list, we couldn't have been more opposite.
Right.
I think this was already a train wreck that was going to happen.
They planned it.
And it was just a matter of time.
Yes.
And unfortunately, this high sex vixen kitten.
Are you one of those or are you being misrepresented?
100% misrepresented.
Oh, see, Mum, that's why you're wrong. She's not an info. She's not a sex maniac. She's 100% misrepresented, even though so much of this came out of her mouth. I just feel like when you go on this show, maybe if you don't understand TV, and maybe I've just been in the media way too long, but if someone was baiting me, I would know it. Oh, you just want me to say this thing. Well, I'm not going to, so we can just keep going around in circles or wrap it up. So then the bit that I really wanted to get into is that there's no poor Josh, which you can see on the screen here. There's no poor Josh because Josh is calculated and he knew exactly what he was doing.
Absolutely not true.
But he said that.
That's right.
Why didn't you say anything?
Because the guy was breaking down, Kyle. I didn't want to add any more fuel to the fire. So this is the thing. Josh is a very different person in front of me, and then he would go to these things called voxies and break down. So all the times you would see him say these things, I felt like I was sleeping with a secret assassin. So like
he's not saying these things to you. He's just running off and bitching everyone else.
A secret assassin.
Well, this is it. Like he would be so kind to my face, and then behind closed doors break down and cry, and I had no idea.
You didn't know.
So I sat there.
You must have felt sideswiped.
100% blindsided. 100%. So this is the thing, like going forward.
And then all those millennials will look at you with their judging millennial eyes.
Absolutely. Yeah, this sex kitten, poor Josh. Let me tell you, there's no poor Josh. Poor Josh has got some action now from leaving the experiment, in the experiment.
What do you mean? He's had sex with people since you?
Oh, yeah.
How do you know this?
Well, haven't you read it?
I have. Who was it that he hooked up with? That girl that has the, what's her name?
She's
cystic
beautiful.
fibrosis?
Yeah, Lyndall.
So Lyndall and Josh, have they, because sometimes I just think this is gossip.
Lyndall?
Lyndall is one of the brides that has cystic fibrosis.
Oh, no, well, I don't know who that is.
And I did read that they had hooked up, but is that true?
Well, it will come out. The truth will come out. So
have you seen video?
There's no. I don't think he does videos. Does
so
he?
how do you know? You've heard?
Well, I know that there's going to be some evidence that will come forward.
Evidence?
Yeah, that is true.
But did they hook up in the experiment?
So I'm not sure.
Isn't she with the Newtown guy with the mustachio?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, but this is the thing. There's like a lot of people in this, like. Lyndall's supposed to be with Cam. So when this comes out, like I actually feel quite sorry for Cam.
Oh, no, now you feel sorry for Cam. Quickly, thank you to
Super Chat,
Cassandra and to Natasha for your super chats. I really do appreciate it. So that's pretty much all I want to play from Mel because she talks about how she's a great person. She donates to charity. Shit you not. That's what she said. It was a batshit chat, and I don't know what to make of it. I don't know if Josh is a really great actor and she's been so hard done by. I don't think so, but who knows? It could all come out in the wash. Even if Josh is sleeping with Lyndall now, well, he clearly wasn't while this was happening. Unless Lyndall loves a bit of sloppy. Leave that there so I don't get blocked. Anyway, that is it from both of them hitting the media and the most interesting things that I could find for you. Quickly, before we move on, it has been revealed that Caitlin is most likely going to be returning for another season, season 11 of Married at First Sight. You might have heard the small clue in the edit in that last episode where she talked about how she, would love to have done it right with another guy. And the producer's gone, what? You want to do it again? Okay, definitely. But Mel said from day one she's a freak in the sheets. Yeah. But Aussie Sheila, she said that she was baited to say that many times. I think on the second time, if someone was saying to me, so are you vanilla or are you a freak in the sheets? If they kept asking me that question, I would be like, why do you keep asking me that question? You've asked me that before. Fuck off with that question. Anyway,
Yeah. I'm a secret assassin. I'm waiting for Cam to go out with the boys, and then I go up and, me and Lyndall have the sloppiest session of our lives. I'm mad, but I'm horny. No, not as much as Bill. Don't tell Mel that I'm horny.
What was that? Anyway, that music is very loud. I will just tone that down a little bit. All right, so that is pretty much the news. That's it. You've got the news. Before we get to the special guest, I have to thank some new Patreon Sweet Baby Angels. If you are on Patreon and you're thinking, I have to wait until tomorrow for the episode of the Rehashed. No, it's there for you right now. That episode that we all just watched, it is there for you right now. April B, Frankie, Chicky, and Blue Lands. Thank you very much for joining me on Patreon. You can too. Go to patreon.com/rehashed. Also, thank you,
Super
Carol,
Chat,
who's been very, very kind. Thank you so much for your super chats. All right, we have a special guest, and I hope the link is up. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, all right. Let me just turn off that so we can just get her on. All right, so this special guest, it looks like she's currently on her way somewhere in a limo. I'm assuming from just the outfit that she's on her way to her very own MAFS wedding. You've seen her on the show before. Please welcome back Sassy M. Hole.
Hey. Hey, tiny hands.
Hey.
I'd say it's good to see you, but I don't mean it. Hey, I don't have long. I've got to go meet my scientific match. Oh, it's happening.
Well, thank you for the name, firstly. And we won't hold you up, but you're the only love lab rat who's willing to speak to us and sort of breach contract, you know?
I'm not going to let a pesky little NDA stop me from getting Insta-fame.
Sorry?
What? Sorry, I can barely hear you, big head. The connection must be a bit shoddy because we're going through a tunnel.
Right, sure. I can see that you're still wearing the wedding dress.
You're damn right I've still got it on. This is how manifestation works. It doesn't work if you only do it half the time. I have been wearing this the entire time since I applied for the show. I read it somewhere in a sealed section, so probably dolly bag.
Oh, the whole time? It must be pretty ripe down there.
Oh, that is the nicest thing that anyone has ever said about my peach.
Not what I meant.
Hey, floppy hair, shush. I've actually got a question for you.
Oh, sure. Hit me.
All the crew are all of a sudden drooling over this Evelyn bitch, and they won't show me a pic, so I need you to give it to me straight. Like you've ever done that. Who's hotter, me or her?
Well, I guess like in the traditional sense of beauty. Are you okay?
Sorry. I'm actually really allergic to anyone near me who's hotter than me, and it felt like that's the way the answer was going.
Oh, I've never heard of that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Actually, I think I've figured out that I'm allergic to a 30-something trying to be YouTube famous. That's what I'm allergic to. It's you. I'm allergic to you. This is sad.
Oh, yeah, you got me again.
Anyway, Thick Neck, honey, I've got to go because I've got to make a stop before I hit the altar, okay?
What do you mean a stop?
Yeah, well, I met this guy at the gym. He's actually got a real, ripper tan. We met each other because he spat on me, and that was weird. And then he apologised for it, and I thought I'd just keep him in my back pocket in case this MAFS, whatever they've set up for me, doesn't end up well. And I think his name is...
not Shannon.
Shannon, yeah, Shannon. Anyway, he seems super stable, and he seems like he's here just to lift me up, you know. He's a real advocate for women.
Sassy, no, Sassy, wait. I've got something to tell you about Shannon. Sassy! Sassy! No! Oh, Sassy's gone. We didn't even get to tell her that she's... she wouldn't listen anyway. It seems legit. Thank you to Sassy M. Hole for joining us for another time. For everybody who has sent me many, many messages saying, where's Sassy? More Sassy, please. There you go. Now you can stop.
Super chat.
Thank you so much, Aussie Sheila, for your super chat. Oh, no, I can't believe that Sassy, because she was with Harrison, and then wasn't she with Josh at some stage? Was she with Josh? Was she with Jesse? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, all right. Before we go, let's get into some Memo Me.
Memo Me! Memo Me!
Oh, dearie me. Time for Memo Me's. And we've got our first Memo Me from our friend Deb.
Hey, Daddy, it's Deb.
Hey,
so
Deb.
tonight's episode, the new weddings. Oh, my God, Taylor, that woman is high maintenance. If she was my friend, I probably would have slapped her upside the head a couple of times with the up and down. It's just like, sweetie, enough. I'm done. Tapping out, you're the producer's problem. Second couple, Hugo and that. Yeah, I think he needs to settle in a bit. He just seems so badly nervous. I hope they get at least further than a week in. Claire's little revelation, which obviously we all knew something happened.
Relation.
Be very interesting to see what goes on tomorrow night and how Adam tries to weasel his way out of it, because I'm pretty sure he's going to try and figure something out.
Oh, he will.
Pretend it didn't happen or do something. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for your Memo Me. We've got another one from Miss Melissa.
Good evening, Daddy and SBA. That's Miss Melissa Kay here. I just wanted to send a Memo Me about the two weddings tonight. So Taylor and Hugo, the goat. I'm here with my mum. She's reminding me the names. She's an interesting one, isn't she? Mum said she's an airhead that doesn't like cats, okay? And also, so in Nicholas's words last night, next, the next wedding, Evelyn and Rupert. Rupert. You need to talk to your bride and give her a little bit of reassurance, but I guess you'll get there. Let's see what happens on the honeymoon. Hopefully things will improve for you too. And next, the whole Claire Jessie saga. It hasn't unfolded yet, but I'm just dying and waiting to see what's going to happen there. How is Jessie going to...
Oh, she cut off. Memo Me! Yeah, so I think Facebook lets you talk for like 5 minutes, but Instagram only gives you a minute. And I only give you 2 minutes max. Nicholas.
Oh my God, hi, hello, bonjour, konnichiwa, aloha. Let's get into the episode. The big three things, basically. Jessie and Claire, Claire's secret. I don't care. Like, yeah, her and Adam kissed. Big whoop, big deal. Everyone does it all the time. But let's be honest, Jesse's going to kick off, and that's going to be interesting. But for now, in the wise words of me yesterday, next. All right, Evelyn and Rupert. I can see this going two ways.
Okay.
Either Rupert's going to calm down, or Evelyn's just going to be absolutely really nasty to him. Anyway, I do see a villain edit-ish for Evelyn, and then a Josh sort of story for Rupert, which is going to be sad. And then, God.
Oh, God.
Sweet baby angel daddy.
That's me.
Please forgive me, for I have sinned.
Oh.
And that sin is for absolutely loving Taylor. I'm in love with Taylor. Is it because I know of her in real life?
Yes.
I don't know. But
yes, I would say yes.
I'm loving how she's representing Tasmania, because if she doesn't describe Tasmania to you, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I get it. We are all scatterbrained. We're all up, down, left, right. We don't know what the hell we're doing. And it's great. And we love it down here. But anyway, that's my thoughts. All right, goodbye. Love you, bye.
Thank you, Nicholas. Yeah, there's only like 57 people who live in Tasmania, so you absolutely would know who. Hey, don't come for me. That's what I learned from the TV show Rosehaven. So there's not enough people there. Hey, let's get to the poll results. Look, he's been drinking. Before we wrap up, will Jesse and Claire make it past the scandal? This is just for my own sick interest, like most of them, but because I don't think they're going to make it that far, but I don't know. Nope. They'll break up now. 72% is the winner, and 27% of people out of the 221 votes who are just so positive, always thinking positive, they reckon that they will make it, which is crazy talk. Absolute crazy talk, but we'll let it happen. I think that is it. I've done everything. Thank you so much to Sassy for joining us. Thank you for your super chats. If you want to donate, you can, only 57. Don't look it up on Wikipedia. It's wrong. There is a link in the top of the chat if you want to donate. I think that's it. The last thing I've got to say is, but you left. Bye-bye.